Okay, so in today's video about XRP, we are going to check out some news and articles and see what is going on in that area. And maybe we are going to check out the live chart, but overall, I don't really think that in terms of technical analysis, a whole lot has changed. So the focus of today's video mostly is going to be on the news side of stuff. And with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And as you can see, according to the title of this article, Ripple CEO reacts to SEC's surprising decision. Let's read this one. Okay, so Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has reacted to SEC's surprising decision to drop Coinbase case, claiming that agency is now moving on quickly from the policies of the previous administration. And he continues by saying, as I know there are lots of impatient people, including me, this SEC has demonstrated a clear interest in moving on quickly from the failed regulation by enforcement policies of the last administration. As reported by U.Today, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong announced that the agency would drop the case against the leading US exchange. Notably, the trading platform will not have to pay even a symbolic fine or offer any concessions. Also, according to Jeremy Hogan, the case was actually dismissed with prejudice, meaning that it can be refiled after a later date. And he says, I guess this SEC is not waiting for Atkins to be confirmed before making big crypto moves. Now, why did I bring this article up and what is it that I'm trying to say? You see, it seems like that SEC wants to actually drop the Ripple case completely. I think I saw the article in here. There we go. SEC may drop XRP's lawsuit as per share maths. And they said in here, according to reports from Capitol Hill, the commission is prioritizing cases with imminent deadlines. I am told by multiple legal sources that the SEC would closer court deadlines, which might explain why we haven't seen delay requests for the Ripple and Kraken lawsuit. And this is according to journalist Eleanor Trett. They continue in here by saying, by April, several changes at the SEC could allow more flexibility in handling the Ripple lawsuit. The current acting chair at the moment is temporarily leading the commission, and Paul Atkins is still awaiting Senate confirmations. If Atkins is formally approved, this is important, he could have the authority to make major decisions, including dropping the Ripple case. Additionally, Congress recently formed its first crypto subcommittee, which is investigating regulatory overreach. This is important. If the findings support the idea that the SEC overstepped its jurisdiction in Ripple case, it could pressure the agency to reconsider the case. So you see, as we go forward, it seems like that this case completely is going to get closed, probably I would say sooner than a lot of us think, which is overall a very, very positive development for Ripple and XRP token. So overall, definitely I would say positive news. Now, in terms of the recent price action, according to the title of this article, XRP volume is up 55% and okay, I think it's here. XRP derivatives trading volume saw a 51% increase to almost $8 billion. The cryptocurrency suffered 11 million outflows, according to data provided by CoinGlass. At press time, XRP is traded at around $2.50, having declined 3.3% in the last 24 hours. The loss is aligned with general market sentiment amid the Bybit hack, which Bybit CEO called the biggest in history. And by the way, here is some fun fact for you. Now that we got more news, it seems like that the Bybit hack, which cost them about $1.5 billion, actually was caused by a group in, you probably have heard of it, North Korea. Now you might say, well, okay, $1.5 billion is not really that much money when it comes to bigger scales in countries. The answer is probably not. You see, the total GDP of North Korea annually is somewhere around $30 billion. So basically in about 24 hours, they earned over 5% of their GDP, which is insane. And to give you a quick comparison, imagine you go to sleep tonight and then tomorrow they are telling you, well, you know what? Over $1 to $1.5 trillion has basically gone missing in USA. Do you believe that's nothing? I don't really think so. So I guess we can contribute the recent drop in Bitcoin and also a lot of alts to what happened in Bybit. But overall, I would say we probably do not have a whole lot to be worried about. Now, in another interesting news, almost 700,000 transactions happened in XRP, and I think they said it right in here. Okay, so based on the price action, XRP presently trading between two crucial levels, an ascending support trend line and the 50 EMA. The asset is at a turning point because of this positioning. A break above the 50 EMA could result in a bullish breakout, while a failure to maintain the support could cause another leg down. And I told you, personally, I'm not really a big fan of moving averages. And for me, what really matters is this. It seems like that recently there was a significant increase in XRP transactions according to the recent data, with 678,000 transactions made on February 20th. And here is what you need to know about volume. Let's just do this. Okay, so here's the deal. If you want to argue that we are having a solid uptrend and this is going to continue for quite a bit, okay, in this move up, you need to see an increase in volume. And when we get some decent pullbacks like this, in this phase, you must see a decrease in volume in case that you want to argue after this pullback, we are going to continue the bull run. And in XRP, what do we have? Let's just zoom in more. Okay, so as you can see, in this initial bounce back phase, we got massive buying showing up, which is definitely a good news. And what happened after that, as you can see, if I just zoom in more, okay. In this phase down in XRP, we constantly witnessed a decrease in volume, and followed by that, in this move up, what happened? Volume increased a bit, and then we got this move down, which at the same time caused a decrease in volume. So what's the point that I'm trying to make? In XRP, it seems like that probably this point was actually our final bottom, and because in every single move on the upside we are seeing an increase in volume, we can definitely argue that we are indeed building a setup for a magnificent move up in order to at least take the highest high around this area, $3.4. But I told you before, I do not believe that we're gonna stop there. No, I think we are going to go quite a bit higher than that. And in case that, for example, we get a move down in the short term in order to take maybe these lows, we shouldn't really be worried about anything. Odds are at that point, this whole move on the downside, starting from the highest side in here, is going to be just some sort of a correction structure. I would say probably in form of an ABC flat, or maybe some sort of a WXY. And once more, you are going to see me saying, you know what, after this move is over, we are probably going to start another fantastic move on the upside, one way or the other. In my opinion, the bottom is in right around this area, and most likely we are not going to see strong moves on the downside in order to reach to about these levels anymore. So overall, in terms of the news, we are having great ones, and I'm really hoping that SEC is going to fully drop the case, which will be fantastic. And in terms of what is happening on the chart, I think we are looking great. It's just a bit of a waiting game. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XRP. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.